I knew that I was listening to a father. Here's what happened. I'm represented by William Morris Endeavor. The founder of William Morris Endeavor, Ari Emanuel, had courtside seats right next to the Lakers bench. He had Larry David with him, star of Curb Your Enthusiasm. I'm sitting with them. I get there in the first quarter. I'm sitting courtside, and I stand up, and then I got my head turned. And then I turn back around, and a lot of people thought this was the end of the game or something like that. This was in the third quarter. Apparently, LeBron had walked out of the timeout, and I turn around, and he's right here in my face. He said, yo, you got to stop talking shit about my
Y'all
son.
can hear this shit?
You got to stop fucking with my son.
Yeah, we can
That's
hear
my
it.
son. That's my son. And I was like, what? He said, nah, fuck that. I said, yo, let's talk later. He's like, fuck that. Nah, fuck that. You got to stop fucking with my son. And I said, all right, though. And he walked off. So I remember during a timeout in the first quarter, seeing Bronny. And Bronny looked over at me, and he had this sad look on his face.
No, he didn't, nigga. Stop lying.
He's
lying.
Nigga did not even look at you, bro.
It hit him.
That nigga Bronny looking at Stephen A. Smith sad, nigga. Be serious, nigga.
Nigga's lying this shit.
The next morning.
He's lying.
First things first, believe it or not, I noticed
Sad
the
look
shot
on
for
his-
people to believe.
Yeah,
But I
Bronny's
didn't
not
have
terrible.
any intentions on talking about it until I woke up that morning and saw that the shit had gone viral.
Oh.
Once the shit had gone viral, the bosses at ESPN. Now you gotta talk about it.
Oh.
This is you.
That's
You
a good
gotta
clips,
talk
bro.
about it. I said fine.
Oh
So
my.
I
I went viral, so my ESPN boss said I have to talk about the situation. All right, bro.
Is establish that this was a father talking to me.
Niggas just lying, bro.
And that was what threw me off.
I
And
can't.
was
I can't
glad,
get to this shit already. I'm
even though I thought that he misrepresented the argument, I was glad he did. Because you see, what he was really talking about, which was confirmed with his conversation with Richard Jefferson, is that I was talking about him as a father. And so what happens is that had he said that to me, then I wouldn't have been thrown off. I'd have came right back at him. Yes, I was. I was talking about you. You did this shit, which I'll get to in a second. But because he didn't do that, I said, fine, you let it go. Mind you, I just agreed to my contract. Courtside. That day was when it was announced. It's all over, everywhere. Watch, I'll be right. It's a nationally televised game. The cameras are rolling, and I'm like, if I do anything, this is gonna be a scene.
Oh.
Now, we can sit up here in front all we want to and act like
this nigga's
we
not
don't work for
serious.
somebody. Damn it, I work for Walt Disney. And if I had gotten into some shit with him at courtside right there at that moment, no matter how right I would have been, it would have been wrong. And I was like, I'm not gonna do this. But once I saw the tape of him talking to Richard Jefferson Saturday night in Boston, that was when I got really pissed because that was confirmation. Now let's get to the father thing. And I'm so glad y'all asked me about this shit because all I would ask is that I've been around for 30 years. Tell me the parent that said they heard me talking about them. I've never done it. What happened was this man was the one that said, you want me, draft him. I'll come play anywhere he's at. It ain't even about the money.
Where did he say that?
No, he did not
the one
say
who
that.
said,
LeBron never said
When
that.
the fuck did he
he
say
said it
that?
to some of the NBA players.
never
Jeannie Buss did
When he
LeBron a
was
favor.
Lying.
Niggas just lying his
If
ass
you
off,
go
bro.
back and look at the tape, back then I said,
LeBron never
If
asked
maybe he said that like some years ago. Like
can't
nigga,
He
do
never
this.
said that.
LeBron
When
never
has
told
LeBron ever
him to
said,
draft him
I'll
directly.
go
You're
play wherever Bronny
bringing
get drafted? He
more
never said
pressure
that.
on
Never said
your
that.
son.
Jeannie Buss and
LeBron,
Rob just did
stop.
LeBron a favor.
I
That's all
said
they
it
did.
then. This is before he got drafted. Stop doing this.
It's a
He goes
50-50
to
pick, bro.
USC.
It does not matter.
He got the heart ailment. I'm like, thank God he's okay. He gonna be all right.
Nick Young bitch ass need to be seen
But I
so
don't.
bad. Like,
I'm not gonna go see him at
nobody gives
USC,
a
just
fuck
like I
about
didn't
you.
go see
You're
him
Nick
at
Young.
Sierra Canyon, because like I ain't see Melo's son. I heard your son is all world. I ain't seen him. Your son, I never saw these guys until they came pro, because
I watched
I
this
know.
already. He's cursing up there
No,
like
no,
an
no, it's not
undercover
that.
cop.
I
He just
don't
dropping
want.
him in there.
I know that
Yo,
because
Like,
this
What's
nigga
up,
Rashad,
Jay?
and
What up,
what
nigga?
I've
shit.
this nigga
established for
Rashad
myself in
going
McCants
this
is
on?
driving
industry,
ass to
if
do.
I walk into an arena,
This nigga Rashad McCants nodding
everybody
his
is
head.
looking for me to critique that
Faggot.
person.
Get up.
And I don't want to do that because they on the come up. I don't want to. I'm not covering college. I'm covering pro.
And they kids.
Huh? And they kids. Well, I'm saying, but if I was a
Then
college,
it was kids.
if I was a college reporter, then I would have had to. But I wasn't. So why am I gonna be there? I didn't want to put that extra pressure. So I never went. I went on national television and announced to the world, I'm not going to see him. He goes to USC. I'm not going to see him. It's too much. It's too much. And then now he's got to overcome this heart ailment, so I can't judge him. But then they said, oh, he going pro. So then once you say he's going pro, okay, you're talking to the scouts and the evaluators and everybody else. Yo, man, this is them. He'll be lucky to be a second-round pick. He'll be lucky. He ain't ready, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I ain't seen him, y'all. I haven't seen him. Then all of a sudden, Rich Paul and others at Clutch, and then the story headlines follow. Boston might be interested, Golden State might be interested, Phoenix might be interested, Clippers might be. You start hearing all of this, and you're like, all right, you know, this could be true, or this could be them wielding their magic to make it look such a way. I say nothing. He gets drafted by the Lakers, which everybody knew was gonna happen because, you know, the skids were greased, and he gets drafted. I still say nothing. He goes into the pro. It's opening night. Now remember, most cats talk about the league. I cover it. What I mean by that is that you can give your opinion. You might not be on the phone with the commissioner. You might not be on the phone with the executive VP. You might not be on the phone with other people that work in these offices. I am. So because of that, I'm hearing all of this. Yeah, you know, we just gonna go along with it. Opening night I'm talking about. Opening night. Him, Bron. We just gonna go along with it. Or you hearing the Lakers are just going along with it. You're hearing this stuff. Now, I'm not saying they told me that, meaning the commissioner or Jeannie Buss, but I'm saying you're hearing that from those organizations. So I'm getting all of this. One of those cats standing up.
Staples Center.
Ken Griffey, Steve Senior and Junior, who were all-stars, Hall of Famer, and Ken Griffey Jr.'s guys, they got them there. And again, I've been covering it for 30 years, not NBA, sports. You understand? So how you think it's all looking to me? It's a little bit too choreographed. You see, but I'm still, I'm still like this. Congratulations. You know what I'm saying? You know, because I'm thinking, let's have this moment because LeBron deserves it. The brother, I got him number 2 all time behind Jordan, right? He's done so much for the league. He's generated so much money. I don't want to hear about Bronny and the $8 million. As far as I'm concerned, LeBron underpaid. This shit, that's $8 million he should have had in his pocket. It's no big deal to me.
Yeah.
But the one thing I did say was, that one game right there is the moment. Now you got to go to the G League and earn your stripes. Instead, he's playing and playing and playing, and I'm getting stats, and he going against Philly.
He's literally in the G
He's
League.
lying. He's literally in the G
first
League.
quarter.
He's
And
lying.
Tyrese and them gave it to him.
That's the
And
only
then
game
they
this nigga played.
That's the only game he
Yeah,
played. This is
Sports
nasty.
Center,
This is disgusting.
0.3 points.
This is disgusting.
0.3
Oh
rebounds.
my god.
0.4.
You're making it seem like he's been playing with the Lakers all
And I said,
year?
damn.
Oh my god. This is what I'm
Why?
talking about. This is nasty.
Because I'm like, now I can't ignore it. Because how am I doing my job? If now you put me in a position where because they put the stats
He's
up,
lying though.
everyone
He claims that
Nigga really a
Bronny hasn't
female
been in the
god.
G
they're
League
putting it
and
on
is
all their
playing all
social
year.
media
That's
pages,
crazy.
and it's like, how all of that's happening, but Stephen A. Smith got nothing to say. I can't get away with it no more. So I go on the air and I say the same thing I said over the
He's
summer.
using one game where an all-star
Yo,
got buckets
LeBron,
on him to escort. All right.
If we see this, you're his dad, and you're you're a basketball savant, you must see this. Don't do this. Because
That's
you're
not what you
putting
said.
him under
This
such
nigga's
a
just lying.
microscope.
So,
It's
such a
gonna be
slippery
too
ass.
much.
And
for
don't
him
do
to
what
open.
and see
Give him a
what the nigga get
chance.
scored on.
So
It's the
that's what I
NBA.
said.
You got scored on by
And because I
Tyrese Maxey.
prefaced it by
He's
Yeah,
saying,
acting like
nigga
a
get
third
as a
fried.
quarter.
dad, the only
Tyrese
reason I
Maxey's
said
frying
as a
anyone.
dad is because you marketed yourself as his dad to help him get into the league. You didn't do that. Melo didn't do that, or it hasn't yet, and I know he wouldn't.
D-Wade.
Exactly.
Tim Hardaway Sr., Rick
Niggas act
Barry,
like the nigga wasn't a
the list
safety
goes.
here in
None
Canada.
of them did
USC
that.
hooping, bro.
None
Like,
of them.
get the fuck out of
He's
here.
the
Literally
only
had a
one.
heart condition
And
in
I said,
fucking
yo,
college, bro. Like,
that's why I'm saying this to you. I don't want to do this. I know your intentions are honorable. Go back and watch the whole tape of me saying it. I know your intentions are honorable. I know you don't mean harm. But there's some vultures out here, and they going to come for him. And how many times over the years, to get to your point, in terms of what you asked me about what you expect from me, Stephen A., blah, blah, how many, find the brothers in the industry that will tell you, I did not give them a lookout. I go up to them all the time. Yo, come here. I'm not going to be able to help you if you get to this point. You need to stop this shit right now because it's coming. It's coming. That, to me, is where I reach back and I pay back. By giving cats the heads up of the minefields, because I've been here for 30 years. I got fired, I lost my job, they thought my career was over. I've been through all of this shit, all of it. And I'm like, yo, I know where the minefields lie. And I'm telling you what's coming. And then this shit go down, and everybody act like I never said nothing.
Oh my god.
I'm like, I said,
Nigga's
this
nasty.
fucked up.
yeah, did
Because
y'all see
it's
him
all
go
on
on?
tape. If you go
I'm
back,
sorry, the worst part is him
I
act like
gave the heads up.
Bronny hasn't been in a G League all year.
It's easy for people to do.
Right.
So we shouldn't uplift our kids? Like, we can't.
Isn't even last year
We
interview?
can't
Steve Nash for sure.
uplift our kids.
I think
We
that
can't
one
say
clip
he's better
he was
than
talking about
some of the
Bronny in
players.
with the
You gotta be
father
truthful.
shit. People just
Wait, what
ignored
Nick
that
Young say? Hold
happened.
on, hold on. Let me see.
What you mean, true? It's my son. If
I don't give a fuck
think
if your son
son's
suck,
good
your son
regardless
suck.
or not. I don't give a fuck. But it's no son.
Your son suck, he suck.
Is that Kenyon Martin?
This nigga
Nigga.
Kenyon
His
Martin.
heart.
This-
Yeah,
Hold on,
this
mute
nigga
up.
was
you be that
ridiculous,
dad,
too.
but you made it to the high. You're not trying to live, but you not trying to live vicariously. You're not
So
trying
obviously he
to.
don't suck.
You're
so
not trying to live
I'm
vicariously
seeing
through your
something
son,
that y'all
though, Nick.
seeing now, and I seen it. So
Nick,
do we
I'm not
suck
saying
now?
Bronny suck, but I'm just saying
But you just tell
you
me
I'm trying to
you
live vicariously
yeah,
too,
you
son.
can be that. Listen, I coach Little League rec girls
This shit
basketball.
lagging like a motherfucker.
Right? Trust me when I tell you, some of them parents
cares?
being there cheering their
Oh,
fucking heart out for their child.
Might give a fuck, nigga.
supposed to shit.
There's so many
It's my
random
job.
bitches.
You
bro.
see that product.
Like, I didn't know Kenny Martin was a blonde
in their
kid, bro. I didn't
family
know that.
tree.
Whoa, man.
Listen,
They looking for an anomaly.
They ain't got
My son
athletic
nice,
bone in
man.
their
My son
body.
average 20
They ain't got
points right
athletic
now.
bone in their family
Yeah, my son
tree.
averaging
And they
the-
got their child out here and they out in that motherfucker with signs and shit.
Right.
Go get them.
But
No.
but I'm saying this all
Your
started
child need a
because you
helmet.
said my child is better than some
They
of the
don't mean
players in the
that.
NBA.
He don't mean that. Wait, don't you coach your son on the girl?
No.
This boy,
No, I thought.
He disrespect me.
No, I thought.
No, they ain't gonna do this in front of Stephen A. No, this is done. No,
That's
we got
crazy.
company. We got company.
Don't y'all play the same league?
That's a crazy
I got a
statement.
6-year-old son.
Yeah, my
He got
son,
a
nice
6
and five. Nice.
Oh,
This nigga really been on the press tour
I
about
got
this shit.
no fool.
Yeah, didn't was there like a
boy.
news like a
But the other part that I would bring to
huge
you,
news,
the
like
other
Ellis and
part I
shit
would
talking
bring
about
to you,
this?
Swag,
Mute up,
This nigga was
man.
on Fox News, bro.
because
Yeah,
you
so
played
that.
in the NBA, it ain't just about how you feel. It's about how you know what's coming.
And then I got another.
And so now, as a parent, you got an obligation to
Nigga,
protect from what's coming.
To your point, right? I used to tell KJ all the time. Internally, I see it. You have what it takes to play in the NBA, right? All you got to do is keep getting better,
Right.
right? This is my whole message,
Right.
right? Keep getting better.
Right.
And I'm pretty sure Bron is telling Bronny the same thing, but it was interrupted. Not saying that he can't get there, that he would never get there.
I think
but
he got a
it was,
chance.
But it was interrupted.
and they pivoted.
And they pivoted in a way that we all said, we all took pause in it, right? We're like, but That's their family. That's their decision.
Right.
So we all gonna sit back and whatever comes with it
What's this nigga talking
comes
about?
with it. And we the same. I'm the same one that sit on this couch and say we're gonna treat him as the 55th pick, right? My son was the 52nd pick. I fucking get it, right? It worked out for KJ in year 5. He listened, he got better, he did things, he was in a decent situation to play. It just, right? It's just unfortunate my name ain't to that. Where everything that KJ has done, everything that he's doing is being critiqued.
But it's help.
Right? It's help.
Because
Bro,
with
what
you,
this nigga
you
yapping
were a rough
about?
rider. Everybody know you could defend your ass off. Everybody, you wasn't scared of shit. You know what I'm saying? You wasn't gonna be
But he
some
do the
soft
same
ass
shit
playing alongside you.
Bro,
LeBron
You
do.
wasn't
He
having
literally
it.
did the same for what?
No one
Why this
disrespects
nigga act like
your
KJ is good, bro?
Exactly. What the fuck is he
Bro,
talking
he be
about?
flashing on niggas saying
It's not about
KJ
being
ass
scared of
too.
him.
Like he
No,
do
no,
this.
no, it's his makeup.
Exactly.
No, it's his makeup.
Bro, that nigga
He-
said a whole lot of
He's
nothing.
gonna make sure you tell him.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
bully-
like,
that you was a
just
bully.
tell him.
Yeah,
Just tell
bully.
him. Just tell
Yo,
him.
this
Tell him.
nigga's
Tell him.
teammate, they thought he
Tell
came
him.
in.
Hold on.
But what I'm saying is,
Oh, Rough Rider.
he was
Play defense.
so he comes into the league, but it's not just about respect for him as a player. It's respect for how he handled his son coming into the league. Listen, you talk. I had to ask you about your son the other
does
day.
Steven have the
I've been
same
hearing about his
energy
son for a
from
while. I had to ask him about him. You understand what I'm saying? You got to ask. I mean, Melo, listen to Melo talk about how he had to step back. You know he was desperate for his son to go to Syracuse, but he didn't want to influence him. You said, Melo never talked about his son like that. You had to ask him. And so you see a lot of this stuff happen, and then you see this. And I'm like,
yeah, but that
so as a
tired me out.
media member, now, this is the part y'all may not take into consideration. You don't
What does
have
that
to care,
mean,
but
though?
we do. If I don't say nothing. Wait a minute now. I would have said something about somebody else. I'd have said something before.
Oh, look at this.
How long?
Chat. Stephen A.
am
Smith's
I
little
supposed
collarless
to
shirt
go
is pissing me
without
off.
doing my
Bro,
job?
this shit is so
The
common.
brother is in the NBA. He is wearing a
He dressing
Lakers
like a
uniform.
30-year-old, 60-year-old.
So it's like, wait a minute here. You got to a point where it left you no choice. So then all you
The
could
chain
do is
too.
speak
Oh, this
respectfully.
like it's different.
But honestly, and then everybody was caught up in as a father, as a father, as a father. And I'm like, come on, man.
Steve,
Come on,
like
man.
this, Steve. It's just this how simple it goes. It goes this simple.
Please.
You've always been stand-up Steve. So whenever it's a situation that we looking to Steve to stand up, and trying to take that away from you, you got to look at it.
Yo,
From my
no,
perspective,
enough,
I'm
enough.
like,
That's
I'm
what I'm
always
talking
the
about.
one
Wasn't this
that's going
nigga
to say
shitting on
something.
Stephen A?
Right?
Anything that
will
will fit the agenda, bro.
He in this same episode he sits on him
Because what I'm saying is in opposition to what everyone either believes or has been told.
about the Kobe tape.
So
That's what
I've
he
always
said on.
taken the Stephen
Exactly.
A. Smith.
I want to see what happens if Ron
Yeah, I
ever
wanna,
put
say
up
it.
is this the whole
Shaq.
review? I want to see the whole shit.
I know some of y'all feel that
The whole
way,
thing like 40
and I know
minutes.
some of
I think
y'all
this is it.
watching what I'm watching.
Why y'all
But it's not a
about
critique.
that,
It's just what I'm seeing. It's an
like, what if
observation.
somebody want to play with their brother like that? The asses.
Yes,
The Nessus.
he
I'm
took up
saying
Ross's
shit
spot.
about
Who
their
did?
asses.
Who did? You wasn't on the show then.
Justin Holiday.
He got
Motherfucker, I did.
They
criticized,
don't
bro.
criticize
I said he was taking up a goddamn Ross's
Yeah.
What's
spot.
wrong with wanting to play with somebody you love or feel comfortable
When
with playing
J.R.
with?
Smith and Chris Smith,
J.R. Smith,
he got criticized for that.
No,
Yes.
they're not in the media like every day like Bron is.
Well, and
But
The asses.
their dad isn't LeBron James.
Yeah, but it's a couple of things.
He's not in the GOAT debate.
In a couple
What a crazy time. Nick Young started the film, bro.
Giannis is a bad example. Giannis is a bad example. He's a superstar. He comes over to America, and they were talking about how he was alone and he's not comfortable because he's not trusting. So you got that man there to keep him comfortable. Wait a minute, he's worth it because you ain't going to the 12th man on the bench.
Oh
any
my
damn way. So
God.
stop that. Now to get to your point, you're
Oh
right,
my
except for one
God.
thing. I haven't
Y'all are
always
hearing
spoken
this shit,
first.
right?
There's plenty of times in my career where I've laid back and I haven't said anything, and I've waited. It's just that when I spoke,
That's what I'm saying.
that it resonates.
That's what I'm saying.
But
You
eventually
holding back.
I will. But it's not always first.
But you holding back sometimes
Another
works
excuse for
against you
Giannis.
because you could have said it when everybody was feeling it and everybody knew it was supposed to come out and you supposed to say it, right? So you holding that Bronny information, you holding on to it, knowing we all saying it, right? And we waiting on stand-up Steve to say it because that's gonna validate it.
Right.
It's like if Steve see it, we know it's boom.
Yeah, but in that situation,
I don't know if he said anything.
I didn't.
No,
in that situation,
He's the only foreigner that
What
needed
is this nigga
somebody
talking
next
about?
to him.
No, I said it.
no.
I said
He's
it.
the only foreigner that
Another
needed
excuse for
He's the
Giannis.
only
Nigga
forward
say you
with that
lonely.
damn
What's his
ball.
name?
How about that?
What's his name?
Okay?
What's his name?
Everybody ain't Giannis. Everybody ain't Giannis.
Joker Brothers should be on the bench with him.
Like, I get both
They
sides.
are on the bench. They behind
He
him.
was in the league
And also,
before
Giannis
Giannis.
taking up a roster spot for
Right.
somebody.
Yeah, agree.
He was in the league before Giannis, though.
But you're not wrong with what you're saying. You're not wrong. I'm just saying that it depends on the story. Everything isn't meant to be put on
This is
front
a nasty
day
penalty, bro.
one. Sometimes you wait because sometimes the story is more potent when you wait, as opposed to you being just get it out there first. Nah, sometimes you want to wait and see. You can do that. You get to make that decision as a media member as long as you're honest about it.
Let me ask you this then.
Right, game
Is the
motivation.
timing right now as potent as it is? Is it bubbled up at the right time now?
Well, he made it that way.
For everybody. For the league, for Steve, you just signed your deal. That happened. The league is just got Luka. They just turned the viewership coin. Everything has turned due to all of these interactions.
I'm
right?
still saying it still depends on the story. It depends on how much is something that's resonating and how much is percolating. If the shit's percolating, damn right you touch on it. If it ain't that big of a deal in people's eyes, then you might wait. But he made it what it is. When he rolled up on me courtside.
Okay, but isn't it weak though? Yeah. Like when you think about it, you know he wasn't ready, right? As a father, you're still a father to your son. You're still trying to praise them and make them feel like they're worthy of playing basketball because they can get discouraged at any moment in time, right? So I'm pretty sure every game he's over the line, you got it, don't worry about it, just go out there, play your game. That's that part of it. The NBA part knows he's not ready yet, right? But as the father part, him sitting there nervous and shit, you're gonna be like, no, hey, relax. You're gonna go out there and play. At what point, when he gets drafted 55, do you supposed to sit back and be like, all right, there's nothing to talk about here. He's 55. He wasn't 17. He wasn't a first round. His draft status actually let you know what he was.
But what I'm saying to you,
he's at the back bottom.
That very draft status that you pointed to, all of us would have that attitude if his pops hadn't done what he did. So what I'm saying is that because of what he did publicly, we had no choice but to ultimately address it. And as a 55th, all he had to do is this. Listen, I got this moment with my son. All right, now it's time to go to the G League and do what you're doing, and we'll see you next year.
Or let the draft happen organically.
That's what he's
and if
doing.
somebody's going to draft him. Let them draft. Like, you never know. Just for shits and giggles. Right? What if somebody...
Let the draft happen organically. Is this nigga
Why does he keep
fucking
saying the G League? Is anybody gonna correct him and say he's in the G League?
Pick him, right?
No. These niggas are all
But these niggas
retarded.
gonna stay mute like he's not a
Because he wants to play with his kid. He don't want to see his kid.
He don't want to see his kid in the NBA. Okay.
Niggas been in the G League for months, bro.
I think we're
Yeah, that's way different. That's way different.
And here's why. My son could have died. Yes. I've been in the league 21 years, right? So what is the dream? Hold on. I've been in the league 21 years. What is Bronny's dream?
Oh my God. This has nothing to do with the
I've
point.
been in the league 21 years.
That's nothing to do with the point. Dude.
I missed 19 to 20 years
This
of
is
his
good
life.
nasty
You
combo.
know how we are as parents. We're in, we're out, we're in, we're out. My firstborn with my name
What is Gil talking about, dude?
almost passed. And you're telling me that I'm gonna keep playing this league
What
to
the
miss
what the
this?
fuck? It has nothing to do with
No,
it.
this is
Gil.
gonna be the first time in my career where I get 360 fucking 5 days with my son. But you don't. I'm not letting someone else draft him. I want him
This
near
is
me
disgusting.
because of what happened.
This is
You gonna
nasty.
do it right too?
Nasty angle, Gil.
I do get every day. If he's on his team, I
What
get
the
every
fuck
day.
is Gil talking
I
about?
get more than I did for the last whatever.
Plays on the
He gets to come home to me though.
He lives by himself.
But what I'm saying, he gets to come home to me.
He's a pro.
Are you not? Are you understanding?
He's a professional.
I heard everything that you're
Once
saying.
his kids,
Once something happens to his
everything
kid,
that you're saying is true, Gil. Yes. Yes.
Awful
absolutely,
point, Gil, bro.
100%
You didn't help
factual.
shit with
I
that.
hear you, yes. But what is Bronny's dream?
Bronny's dream was
To be in the NBA,
Bronny's
right?
dream was this. I don't give a fuck where I get drafted. I just want to hear my name.
So
That
why
was his
not?
dream.
So therefore, what I'm saying is,
That was his dream.
let that happen organically.
As a father, I don't want it to happen organically on your draft.
Hold on, Gil.
I wanted to happen on my draft.
This nigga keep saying
You don't
organically.
think
Brother, it happened
means something for me to
organically.
hear? Listen, I told y'all sitting in this
Lakers
I was a
drafted
bigger
him because
wreck
they
on
wanted
KJ's
him, bro.
draft
They
day
wanted
than
Keys LeBron.
Right.
right?
For sure.
A bigger wreck. I'm trying to stay away from him
Right.
because I don't want him to sense this shit.
Right.
Right. So yeah, I want it more than he fucking wanted. Right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But it's his dream and his journey is what I'm saying.
Who cried?
Happy for him. I did.
No. Who cried when Bronny got drafted?
I didn't watch.
Nobody's forcing Bronny to play basketball.
Yes, I'm pretty sure.
Pretty sure he did.
It's
But
his
dream. So
only dream was the
Nigga said I didn't watch.
His name called. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they got it, bro.
Yes.
Nigga said it didn't
Absolutely.
watch. They got
Hear
it.
his name called for any fucking team.
Right.
For any team. Right?
Right.
For any
But once, but once that, but here's what he's saying. He said any team, right? Which means that when we're talking about the Lakers, that's about LeBron, not Bronny. Bronny wanted to get drafted by any NBA team. He wanted to hear his name. It was LeBron that wanted him as his teammate. So what I'm saying
Now
is,
why?
so what I'm saying is, when you, because of the reasons you pointed
Okay.
out.
Yes, I
So
said
what I'm
yes,
saying to you is, if LeBron had rolled up on me, this is all he had to say, because I said this to Rich Paul when Rich Paul called me. I said, Rich Paul,
That's so
I only
far from
asked
the
for
point,
grace
bro.
on one level, on one point. If you had called me and said, Bron pissed off, motherfucker mad as hell, he want to see you man to man. I said, what would I have done? Rich Paul said, you'd have hung up the phone, you'd flew to LA. I said, thank you. So my point is, rather than come up to me at courtside, all you had to do was say, yo, I need you to stay, don't leave this game. I need you to see you after the game. That's all he had to say to me. Then as we speak, he says that, let's take an example, he said what you just said. I stand down. My bad. And not only that, I'm gonna make sure I go on the air. I ain't look at it that way. That's on me. You didn't do that shit. You said you fucking with my son. No, I wasn't. I was talking about you. I was talking about you. Wasn't about your son. I know he's number 55. I know he got work to do. I believe that he got potential. I believe that he got the potential to go pro. I truly believe that. It's gonna be tough, but I think he can pull it off. And by the way, I'm rooting for him. I ain't rooting against nobody. But I was talking about your ass. You did this. You the one that had us as reporters, as a league, as an NBA franchise. All of us gotta sit back and be quiet and capitulate to your shit.
Come on now.
You did that. And so when I see people talking, and I'm like, oh my God, can somebody? I mean, I know I got a show, and I know I got my podcast, but I'm like,
Bro,
goddamn,
is this
y'all,
nigga-
I'm fair.
Is this nigga
I don't give a
retarded?
fuck who it is. It's you, it's you, it's you. It don't matter who
What
it
the
is.
fuck
Then
is
I'm
he
just
talking
beating you.
about?
If somebody unfair to you, I'm gonna be like, that's not fair.
Fuck, bro, what does
That's
this
not
have to
fair.
do with
But when
any-
it come to me, everybody get crickets. That motherfucker Stephen A. on his own. That, respectfully, excuse my language, that's fucked up. I'm on my own. When number one, we know I'm right. Number
This
two,
nigga's
I
rambling.
respect
I'm not even-
that I'm coming from
Literally,
the
I don't
jail,
know, bro.
and it's
He lost
authentic.
me. I don't
Number
know
He lost
three,
the block, bro.
he set this up.
He said
Number
none of this.
four,
Nigga said I work for Disney. I couldn't say
all
this
you
to
have to
Bron.
do was
Yeah,
tell
alright.
me.
Nigga loud on the couch though. Fuck
Listen,
off, man.
Kenya told me, you keep talking about, I'm bringing this up for all fun. He talked about how he approached me.
I love Gil
First,
Bron,
first of all,
though.
that ass point Gil
I swear
made
to
is
God.
not LeBron's
But I know,
point
but
either.
I know this much.
Y'all mean-
I
Stop
did-
letting
and
Gil
let me tell
speak
you what I
for Bron,
did.
bro.
I was right for the Philadelphia Inquirer. This is from 1993 to 2010.
Yeah, Gil's like the
Shit,
worst
that's
out
all
of
he
these
fucking
niggas,
told
but
me.
he's still kind of dumb.
I called Philadelphia Cross. I called my research. Look up the archives. I want every goddamn article I wrote about Kenyon Martin. I
Yeah,
don't
he
know what
low-key
he's
fuck
talking
with
about,
Braun, but
right?
he's
Because
kind
I'm
of,
looking at the
some of his
articles. I
points
said
are
I
kind
knew
of
that
dumb.
brother was a stud. I knew that brother deserved his money. What the Nets?
He's not clutch at all.
Nets ain't going no
He's
fucking
not, bro.
back-to-back
He's not
finals
clutch.
without you.
But no, I'm not gonna
I'm
lie.
like,
I did not
what
know
is
that
he
nigga
talking
Kenyon
about?
Martin was the
You know
brown
what I'm saying?
hater, bro.
So
I
I'm
did not know
looking
that.
for the shit, and I found some shit where you got it.
Bro, why do you
some
hate
shit with
Braun?
Byron Scott
Fuck
or
the Braun
whatever.
nigga do
But I
to you.
don't know. But I'll take your word for it. My point is, Kenyon Martin would talk about, I rolled up on Stephen A.
Bro, it
I'm like,
it
he
makes
ain't
sense
the
for
only one.
Gil to hate Braun
It's
because that nigga
motherfuckers that
snatched
rolled
his
up
chain
on
the
me.
playoffs and shit.
Glenn Robinson and
Literally, he
I
told that
mean,
nigga
butt
like
heads
if he
because I
missed his
thought he
free throw,
got
the
ran
game's
his
over.
spot. I couldn't stand his ass.
But bro,
Let me tell you.
yeah, I
Let
know.
me
I don't know.
tell you.
Like
I
you'd
mean, it
expect
got
Gil
to
to
a
be
point
one
where
of the
motherfuckers
hates
like
Braun the
this walk in
most, but
between
it's
us because it
bum
was
ass
just
niggas like
hostility.
Rashad
I couldn't
McCants and
stand
shit.
his ass. And
It's
then I
funny,
was in
bro.
Houston, and I saw Glenn Robinson III. And he saw me, and he put his head down, and he walked by me. I felt like such shit. I stopped him in the hallways of a Houston Rockets game, and I said, come here, man. Whatever's going on between me and your father, it's my fault. And when I see him, I'm gonna apologize, because for him to look like that, we done took this shit too far. There's no reason for it. I just thought that you showed
He
Randy
keeps
in
lying
the
about
same
his
breath
son's
as you show
reaction
Larry
to
The
him.
Johnson.
fuck is this
That's
shit,
all it
bro?
was. But for
Russ
it to
said
get like
Bronny
that,
looked
I
at me
didn't
with a
mean for
sad
that
look
to
on his
happen.
face.
So I
Okay,
instantly
bro.
told him,
That's
whatever it
nasty.
is going on between you and me and
Nigga
your
acting
father
like Bronny's
is
a
my
bitch.
fault. Your
Bro.
father's fine. I'm the
Nah,
journalist.
Braun. I
I'm
hope
supposed
Braun
to know
makes this
better.
shit an issue,
That's my
bro.
fault.
Clap back
That's
at
on
this
me.
nigga.
Me and
Shit
Kelly,
like
Nick
that
Kelly
could
being a
happen with
voice for
somebody
reason
like
is
LeBron.
hilarious.
But LeBron's here, and he know he up here. He don't give a fuck.
Nigga
The
Ken just
problem
said,
is when it comes to the
and K.
media,
Martin said, I bet
goddamn
Cajun to get
power
better. So he didn't do.
You understand? And as a result, you can
That
sit up
tastes
there, you
not
can make
good,
some
bro.
noise and
Nigga's
make
a
it seem
journeyman,
whatever
bro.
it is that you do. But you see, I got 10 hours of airwaves a week live. And I got my podcast. And I got other outlets. And y'all don't even know what the fuck is coming down the pike in terms of opportunities I got coming my way. I'm just getting started. This
As soon as he turned his
not
back.
at all. Nope.
Stephen,
Not
a question
necessary.
for you, though.
Not necessary. It's like, yo,
Question for you. Question for you.
it's what it is.
What I'm
Serious
saying
question.
is like,
What was he gonna do?
Hold on.
No, I'm just saying, what was he gonna do?
But the thing
I'm not
is,
gonna do
right?
it.
You rolled up
Hold
on me, motherfucker.
See, the thing is,
Unfortunately, I don't think Braun will
so when
ever.
we get to, so I told
actually
Angela, she
climb
does
back
it
at
out on
this nigga.
social media, so we're gonna start a
I
segment.
don't think Braun
right?
cares
And
about
you remember
Stephen
the
A.
old
like that.
bracelet they used to serve, like WWJD?
Right.
Like what would you, so we just gonna change the letter
Stephen A.
J to
Loki
a
got
K?
crazy
And
motion.
what would
Wipe your
Kenyon
knees,
do?
nigga.
That's a
Right?
good one. That's a good one. Right.
So see, people do that to people, right? Like people do that to people where they know what the
Bro,
response
he's
is
still
going
a
to be.
bitch. Huh?
Oh no,
Right?
mute up. I'm trying to hear
If
what
he
you
thought that Stephen was gonna be on bullshit in the moment, ain't no way he would have did that in that moment, right? If he thought there was a slight chance that this shit could go left, right? They're not gonna put themselves in that situation. Trust. You approach me, it ain't gonna be the fucking narrative that you. It's gonna be way worse than what you. Listen, it started out as you, like, and then take me out in cuffs. Cool. You bought this ass whooping upon yourself in public.
What the fuck is
because
Kenyon
you
talking
thought that
about?
was gonna be the narrative. It's not gonna be the fucking narrative. They do that shit to people who they think and they know they can get away with it in public.
He ain't got to be swinging.
Stephen,
I'm not
serious
doing
question.
that.
He's not. That's him. That's why I said, what would Kenyon do?
A little trip though, just
Good
no
listen,
accident.
and I
I'm
tell
not
all
gonna do
this,
that
the
either.
Lord
But-
don't put me in them
but
kind of
was he wrong?
situations because I'm gonna fail tremendously.
Was LeBron wrong?
I'm gonna fail at that.
Josiah,
you're gonna have to try a
No,
little harder. I'm
serious
trying to help
question
you.
for you, Stephen A.
That nigga,
Ser-
Got something you want to say?
I know y'all don't fucking listen to shit I do anyway, but I'm a movie star now. Serious
Who's
question
that?
for you. If LeBron
Who's
would've
that
came-
nigga with the
if
hoodie?
LeBron would have came up to you, no, we good. Nigga, we got bags coming. We got bags coming. We got bags coming.
That's the nigga he be hosting the pod with, bro.
But serious
What's his name?
question
Josiah?
for you. Now you my dog. We got bags coming together.
I forgot his
If
name
LeBron
though.
would have came up to you and said, let's talk after the game.
Josiah Hill or some shit
Are
like
you
that. I
niggas
don't know.
yapping, bro?
I'm bringing Larry David. What you gonna do now, bro?
Y'all don't want some shit. That's what these niggas do.
Me the relief. There's some smoke coming, Larry.
But seriously, it's like
commentate with
it's
you.
like yo,
Narrate.
like listen. When you got people they got the podcast, they got the shows, and all
Stephen
this
A. Bro,
competition
he's
going
a
on.
slippery,
Niggas got
slippery.
it, bro.
Most people in my position don't do a lot of interviews.
You know, this nigga's trying to like
You can't find
use
them.
this beef with
So
Braun.
why do
low-key
you
to
find me?
just
Because
get
I
more
feel
clout,
I
bro.
owe it.
It is what it is, bro.
I've interviewed you before. I've interviewed you before. Yo, I'm talking about people. Why am I gonna write? What license do I have to?
Yeah,
If
Chris,
you
that's what I'm
had something
saying,
to
bro.
say,
That
you
shit
said, Stephen
nasty.
A, you free today? Man, I gotta rap to you about this LeBron shit. It's a scheduling issue if I don't show up. I'm not running. Because, yo, Stephen A, I think that's some fucked up shit you did. Okay, let me tell you what happened. Now, if you still think I'm fucked up after I give you my version, I'm good with it. But the point is that, to me, when some of these players do shit, it's like everybody just take it as gold. I'm like, really?
Bro, isn't it funny how like
They don't
Stephen A.
lie.
just refused to like
They
actually
they
address
don't
the real
lie.
problem
Biggest
the
lie.
whole
Yeah,
time?
it's
They don't
deflecting.
bitch up sometimes. They don't come up with narratives
Yeah,
to
he's been
make you
dancing
look
on
bad,
that.
to cover
But I'm
themselves.
sorry,
Oh, they just
Kenyon
turned
Martin
on the
showed his
virgin.
ass in this
Come
shit,
on,
bro.
y'all.
Like
We know better than this.
that
Yeah, I
Kenyon
didn't.
Martin
Yo,
shit
that's
pissed me
and I'm
off,
not
bro.
saying
I just
yeah,
Bro,
want
I
to know
didn't
what niggas
know.
you
gonna
gotta
do,
get
bro.
through
You
it.
about
You
to
gotta
fight
have
LeBron?
man Cameron in a
I
few
did not
times
know
like this.
Kenyon Martin was
You know,
a dick eater.
do
I did not
players
know
talk to you?
Nigga been bitching
Yeah,
and whining about his son for
You know, and
years.
that's
Now
my
you
man.
can't
He's like
even
this.
like,
I'm
bro.
just asking. I
Yo,
said,
be the most random niggas that just
people say
randomly just
Oh
think you wrong.
shit, this
But I
game's
say
at
LeBron coming up
7:30.
saying
other
stop fucking with my son to
440
me. Kenyon
plus
Martin
don't
would have
talk to me.
barred him for
So
that.
you think I have information by
What the fuck are you
access? So
talking
do you
about?
know?
This game's
Nigga
at
old ass.
I've been,
tonight.
You
Nigga
act
again,
like
old ass
LeBron
in the
pushed
brand.
Stephen A, bumped him, and
It's
said, "Yo,
GMs, it's
fuck
presidents, it's
off."
player
No, he
personnel
just said stop
directors, it's
fucking with my son.
scouts, it's evaluators, it's owners. I remember one
Wanna
time
get
This
on
shit's so
Gil's
far from the plot. Like,
KD,
what the
one of the
fuck are
many
they even
times
talking
he
about?
talking
nigga
shit,
wanna get on Fox
was sitting
News
up
and
there
on Gil's
talking about,
podcast and
well,
lie.
you know what? Fuck he know. Who
Nigga
the
did
fuck he
Gil's
Bro,
talking
Nick
podcast.
Young,
What the
Nick
fuck?
Young and Gil are the only
He in
people
Brooklyn.
that
Fuck he know about
actually made
Golden
sense
State.
today.
What the hell he know about
Yeah.
what's going on?
Wait,
He
did he get
turned
to the
around,
Nick
he
Young
didn't
part?
publicate. Because that night I was sitting with the owner. Another night it was a GM
What do you mean?
for
My
another
Nick
team.
Young part was
Another
a
night
while ago.
it was one of the GM's assistant
Wait,
GMs.
when
Like,
Nick Young was like,
you don't know who I
what pick
know.
is who's the 50 pick of the
Yeah,
draft?
they haven't done that
There
part yet.
isn't
That's what I'm looking
a
for.
team
Oh, they
I
haven't?
in
seen
the
I seen
league
that clip on
that
I seen
can't
that
get
clip on Twitter.
information
I don't
from.
know if
Oh, it's
it's
not
in
here.
this
And
shit.
trust me, it might take a day, might take an hour, it might take a month.
Like, what is he
But
talking
I'm gonna
about?
get it if I want it.
He said there's
If
not a
I
team in the
want
league I
it,
can't get
because
info
when you've
from.
been
I don't
I'm
really care
sorry,
where
around
you
this is
get your
hilarious
info.
because these
they
niggas
feed
don't
it
fuck
to
with
you.
Stephen A. You
As
see
this
how they
show
talked about him on his show.
continues to
That's
grow,
nasty.
remember
It's
I
just
said this to
dickety
y'all.
Braun
All you
Trump set
motherfuckers got
agenda, bro.
phones. You get text
I'm sorry, if a
messages.
nigga challenges
Watch
Kenyon Martin as a
as you get a
father, why are you
million.
allowing KJ
And
to
2
look
million,
this
because y'all gonna
sorry?
be around, because y'all doing
What
a
is
hell
he
of a
gonna
job.
say,
That's
bro?
why the hell I'm here. Here's the bottom line.
That's
Well, you're gonna
hilarious.
punch Stephen A in the face,
Remember
bro.
this. You're gonna get to a point where your head gonna be down a lot. Because they're gonna be texting you about shit all the time. Because when you grow and you got a voice that resonates, they gonna start feeding you information. I'm at
The
a
fuck is
point
Kenyon
now, I
Martin
don't have to
wearing?
go to a game. I don't have to talk to anybody. Do you understand that there's nothing in my contract that says I have to talk to you? I'm talking about players.
Okay, I thought you were talking about.
No, I'm talking about players.
And I would understand if
I
it
have-
was in
What
your
type of
contract.
flex is
There's
that? I
nothing
don't
in
have to
my-
go to the
I
games?
get
You
paid-
nigga, we know
when
you
they
don't
get-
watch the
When
games.
they get
Oh,
ridiculous,
yeah.
I'm like, I don't get paid to talk to you. I get paid to talk about you. I don't have to look at you.
Man.
But Rashad,
Stephen
I
A,
still
Shaquille
go to the
O'Neal,
game.
Charles Barkley.
I still make
Or
sure they
Sean
have access to me.
McCants.
I haven't changed
Can't
my
wait for
number
those niggas to get
in
packed up, bro.
23 years for the sole express
I mean, you
purpose
just re-up.
of
You ain't
making
going
sure
nowhere.
you can
When
buy
this
it.
nigga
Well,
Braun
no, I got
leave,
an
bro, I
excuse
wonder
to
what
change the
niggas
number.
really gonna
Because
be
when you make a
talking
little
about,
paper,
bro.
everybody
Dead ass,
fucks
bro.
Trying to get
ESPN
paid,
ratings
trying
for
to
the
get
tank.
like
Damn right.
shit
Nah,
for
somebody
the
see find that Nick Young clip.
Especially now.
Exactly.
Boy,
Now,
listen, Jack.
Yeah, Nick Young shit's
and I
funny,
still,
bro.
Niggas
and
gonna
I
be doing
still
25
Yeah, I
days
wanna
in
see
KD,
that. I
November
wanna
to
and I
see
see
what
that.
still
Braun
change
doing
my
just to get
number
He
a
for
tape
the
smoked
off,
my
bro.
sole
cans, bro.
express
He smoked
purpose.
my cans.
Let
I'm
me
not
see
hard
Nick
to
Young.
find.
Listen, I had the same. Listen, bro.
Getting smoked by Nick
I'm
Young
running
is
the queue. Hey,
crazy.
man, let me get your number. And I give it to him. They be like, oh, I already got, yeah, my number ain't changing yet.
That's
Listen,
right.
I don't change numbers. I'm not one of them guys. I ain't changed numbers in fucking
have
years.
And I've been tempted to.
Right,
I don't even
but
do shit
I
to
ain't.
your
Cha-
ass,
I get you
nigga.
because listen,
I change mine every 3 months.
Nope.
I don't want to talk to you.
my number ain't changed.
Nah,
Bro,
but Coach J,
why would anyone call you? Who's calling you,
Two things
Kenyon
for
Martin?
certain. I
Exactly.
respond
Who the
to
fuck
who I
calling
fucking
Kenyon Martin?
respond
Yep.
to. If I don't want to
motherfucker respond
Thinks
to
that
you,
I
I
haven't
tell
changed my
him to
number in
hold the
years.
fuck.
Nigga,
I
we
don't
don't
care
care.
if it's a chord.
Exactly.
If it
Right.
just want to be a one word out, I'm
The,
Nigga
the
had a
whole
little
shit is
run on
this.
Undisputed, and that was it,
When
bro.
you
Nobody
have
gave a fuck about you for real, dude.
platforms like this and shit like that,
Isn't this
you
4-minute
got to have
video
Why
one?
does
I
this
don't
nigga look like
You
Joe
understand what I'm
Budden?
saying? You ain't
know.
bullshitting.
Isn't this 4-minute
And
video
so
one? I
you gonna
Yo,
come at shit
Burner,
from
that's
a
a
real
fact. They're gonna be
perspective.
bringing up the
What
same little
happens
rinse
is
and
that
repeat retarded ass
if you
takes,
take
bro.
issue, you might call a cat out, me or somebody else, because of what we
Fucking
said.
Mario Chalmers. Oh,
This
niggas
is where my
interfering
problem
like
lies.
they did
We
Jordan.
Bro,
got
Mario
players
Chalmers is such a faggot, bro.
I don't know.
that do that shit and then start complaining
Nah,
about,
bro. I can't
you know,
stand
you
that nigga,
talk
bro.
about another
I don't know. I'm
group,
trying
you
to find
selling
where he
out,
said
you
that.
know, it's
I
black.
might just
They
have to watch
doing
the whole
shit
shit.
like that.
Bro,
And
he
I'm going
literally
like
looks
this.
at Rashad McCann. He
See
goes,
what they doing? They trying to make it so it's difficult for
"Who was
you
the
to
15
walk the
pick
streets
in the
because
draft?"
it's like, yo, when you see
How long
him
is this
He's like,
that
video?
"What?"
motherfucker,
Maybe he
And
does
Stephen
say
A's
it.
that's
like,
what they trying
"Oh,
to
I
do.
can look it up."
Oh, because you playing like garbage. Oh,
I can
because
look it
you
up.
ain't
It's
leading.
hilarious.
Because you ain't living up to the
Nah,
expectations
why you don't
that
know?
you
Y'all don't talk
promised
about
when
it?
you
I would
walked
ask
into
who
the
the second
negotiating
pick
room
was.
and said, yo,
Right,
I
right.
deserve this paper.
They don't know it's
And
Alex
then you
Lar.
gonna come at me and I'm like,
These niggas like
y'all
talk
letting
hoop, but
them
they
do
don't
this
actually
shit?
know about the sport. That's
Because
just crazy.
if they do, this is the one thing where my cachet comes into play.
All these
If
old
you
ass
can do
niggas
it
do
to
just
me,
dick rock Michael Jordan all
what's
these
up
years
for
later,
everybody else?
fucking push nasty
Because
narratives,
if you
bro.
covering the league and you
Nah,
calling
I
it
think
like
the
you
worst
see it
part of
and
this
you see
interview
what
is when
they
he's
doing,
like,
and they
okay, if
able to
Bronny just
twist the
played that first
narrative.
game, then went and got earned his
All
stripes
I'm
in the G
saying
League,
is,
I'd understand. My nigga, he
nah,
literally
don't let
did
them
that.
do that. Fuck
He
that.
literally played the first game. He
Yo,
didn't touch the
if
court
if
again.
I'm wrong,
He
do
went to
you.
the G League
But
because
if
he was
I'm
averaging
right,
20 over there. They brought him back
yo,
up, and that's
Stephen
when he
A.
played the
right.
Sixers game.
Don't let
Framing it
them
as if he's
get you
been playing
like
with the
that.
Lakers the entire
If they
season is
come and
nasty.
they give
Very,
nah, fuck
very
you.
nasty.
Who the hell is he
Disgusting.
to talk? Hold on. Was he right? Yes or no?
Like, they just
Don't
yapping
give me
now.
all that
Where's this
shit.
Nick Young part? I'm
Was
trying
he
to see.
right? If he was
Nick Young, like,
right,
whatever, nigga.
then why you doing that? Because you can't take the criticism.
It's gonna be a butt with it.
And that's what it is.
It's gonna be a butt with it.
And that's all I'm saying about a lot of these cats. Not most,
But niggas
not
don't even
all,
add the
but
context
it's
of why he
too
put
many
Bronny.
of
Bro,
them. And they
Shake
getting
Mills
away
was
with that
dog shit tonight
So how
before.
did
Like,
Kobe move out of your
so
life?
horrible.
shit.
The
Kobe?
other option was
Yeah,
Bronny. He
moved
just
out.
tried it.
I never had
Not
one.
having him guard
Hold on,
Maxi
second,
or shit.
somebody.
It was just
I never-
stupid.
Can I go
Oh, is
on?
this
Wait,
shit?
I'm
Is
finna
this
go
shit?
on.
Is this shit?
Hey, before we get to that,
That's
we're
it.
talking about contracts. Before we get to that, we're talking about
Hold on, let me
contracts. So we'd
show
like to
you
give a
that.
shout out to Me Undies for sponsoring today's podcast. Fellas, it's time.
Yeah, it's this. It's this. It's this. Listen to this. Is this one?
Pretty sure his dad would have.
Listen to this shit, James.
Did T. Morant come in when Ja was getting criticized in 1920?
I mean, Team Moran still.
Listen to Nick Young, guys.
Or what about
LeVar very vocal.
what
Supportive
about
of his children.
what about Lil Melo? He got a good little criticism, didn't he?
Yeah, because it's a lot.
We can't talk about Gil, son. We can't talk about Kenya, son. We're not gonna be able to talk about Nick, son. We're not gonna be able to talk about your son. We're not gonna be able to talk about Carmelo's son. We're not gonna be able to talk about anybody's son. What we doing?
But that's not the first time we getting pressed now. Kobe done pressed him too.
Well, it ain't about him no more. It's about everybody getting pressed now.
They said, well, is this the thing now?
Oh, you think that's cool? We doing our job. So it's sticky.
Stephen A. also said several other players not talking to him, including Draymond, as a result.
Now
of the
he's
situation.
blackballed.
Well, you know.
Huh. Imagine that. Don't say a certain word or a certain phrase and we won't talk to y'all. We won't come on y'all's show.
And just as a reminder, I
This
think
nigga
it's
really
137 days.
Did that because
Is he
of a
supposed to come
problem?
and give
So you think guys are getting too sensitive, or is that?
If you responding to what people saying, and everybody got something to say, we got social platforms for everybody to talk and get their opinions and comments. So if you responding to everybody's comments, you can obviously you're
Well, not everybody. It's some.
Yeah,
It's
it's
certain
some
people.
stuff
Like
you can't
it's just
do.
certain
whoever you
people.
respond to, you must respect.
No.
You can only
I mean,
respond to
yeah, I
those
mean,
you
You
respect.
love.
I mean, Stephen A. is a
Love.
big. I mean, he's a.
Love
You know,
your child.
he's really important to the
And
media.
sometimes it don't matter what people do, you're going to go all out about your child.
Yeah.
That's just how it is. He don't talk about nothing else y'all do. But you talk about his kids, that's a sensitive area. That's something he really love and will die for.
You put your kid
It don't
in
matter.
the
Everybody
target
do
zone.
it. George Bush did it. Shit, everybody does it.
And
Why
guess
are you
what?
singling this
Guess what
motherfucker
happens
out?
when you
But
do
why
it?
are y'all singling him out?
Guess what happens when you do it?
Did you vote for George Bush Jr.?
I don't vote.
Somebody did. He was president, right? So why y'all criticizing him for doing what everybody else did?
Because it's criticism.
This
It's a
nigga said
word
because
that
it's
exists.
criticism.
It's
I said, why are you criticizing? Because
There's
it's criticism.
There's criticism. When you say you want it all, I want it all. You get praise, you get criticism. That's all of it.
I want a better life for my kids. If I want his
Then
dreams
you're
come
gonna have
true,
to accept
I'm
your
trying to
kid
do
gonna
what I
have
do, but-
criticism.
No, what?
If you're not gonna criticism, if you don't gonna criticize him, who is?
Why are we taking our time out?
Yo,
to
so if you had a
criticize
son
him?
and
Who
he was in the
15th
NBA
pick?
and they were criticizing your son, you would
Do
be
anybody
cool with
Do
it?
it with it.
Who was the 15th pick?
What you mean? It's your job. You gotta deal with your job and what
Who
comes
was
with
the
it.
15th pick
Let me Google it.
Of what?
of this draft? All right then, fuck. Y'all criticizing LeBron.
You mean you wanna know the 15th pick? Or you,
Nigga smoked him, bro.
Nigga froze.
No, but
Khalil Ware.
You my dog. I'm asking
no,
you.
but no, but if somebody's like,
What you
if
mean?
your son is in the NBA and they're talking about you as a father, like you're not gonna say nothing back to them?
Yeah.
Nigga, what can you say?
Yo, you
This
can
nigga's
calm- yo, you can
lying,
relax.
Nah, man, y'all gotta watch him look. Bro,
I
look,
can't
when he
take
asked
this
him
clown
to pick,
seriously,
bro,
like,
he
he's
looks
having a
dead
master
at the other nigga the whole
You hear?
time.
Man, he tried.
Like, he look at that nigga, he don't know
Rewind
what to
again?
say. He really not talking.
That's my son.
Right. What else
Watch.
are you gonna do beyond that?
Watch.
Rewind it again.
That's all he did.
NBA and they were criticizing.
Look at Rashad
your son,
McCann's
you would
eyes.
be
Anybody
cool with
Do
it?
it with it.
Who was the 15th?
I mean, I can't see this shit kind of
What you mean? It's your job. You gotta deal with your job and what
Who
comes
was
with
the
it.
15th pick
Let me Google
Of
it.
what?
of this draft?
Oh boy. Look at
Nigga
this.
said
Look
it
at
was
this.
All right then, fuck.
Nigga
Why are
froze,
you
bro.
criticizing LeBron?
What you mean? You wanna know the 15th pick
Yeah.
or you?
Who was it?
You about to find out right
No,
now?
I'm asking you.
No,
No,
well,
but-
Khalil Ware.
Nigga, we about to find out right now.
No, but if somebody's like, if your son is in the NBA and they're talking about you as a father, like you're not gonna say nothing back to them?
Yeah.
Nigga, what can you say?
Yo, you can calm. Yo, you
Listen,
can relax.
All right, let's put it like
Yo,
this.
like, you can relax.
You're a father.
I know
You're
your
a
dad
father.
said
You're a
something about
father.
the
You're
way
at
people
you're at a
talk
high
to you.
school game. You're a father. You're at a high school game. You hear, man, he trash. Man, get him out the game.
And you can be like, hold on now, that's my son.
Right. What else are you gonna do beyond that?
That's not what Bron
all
criticized.
he did.
That's all you can do is,
What if-
hey
what if-
man, that's my son.
What if Dick Vitale's the one doing it?
Exactly. Dick Vitale is on the, and I've been criticized by all
And I
the
know-
announcers.
and I
Do you
know
know my
your dad
dad never
said- I
went
know
to the announcers and be like, hey man, don't be saying that about my son on national TV. You're fucking up his reputation. Don't do that.
Didn't even grow up was dead.
Dick Vitale, Doris Burke,
Oh God,
So
Kush,
because-
like,
so
bro.
because- so-
Somebody get they aunt,
Right,
bro.
right,
Like,
right.
Bayless.
Right, so because your dad didn't check them, you
So
think
where he gonna check him at? My
Nobody
dad
else?
from the country. He gotta go find ESPN.
He said because your dad didn't check him, don't mean the other dad did.
I don't like
Your
that.
dad
Come
was
on,
a
man,
bitch.
stop
I even
it.
said something to you.
Y'all playing into it.
your
Don't
dad-
play into it. You know criticism.
No,
Did you
no, I
ever
get
get criticized as being
Yeah.
Swaggy P?
Yeah.
Did your dad pop up and be like, don't do
Yes,
that?
he said
To who?
something to
Who did
Stephen A. He
who
said
he
something to Stephen
Did
A.
he say it to anybody else?
They
Because
just didn't
Stephen
know
A
he
wasn't the
said
only
something
one
to Stephen
saying
A.
something.
They just didn't know it.
So your dad had to.
But we're not going to check everybody. Like you're going to check that one
He
person.
said, yeah, my dad did say something to
Like
Stephen.
the parent, you're going to check that one. Not everybody, but that
funny
one
as fuck.
person.
You got to
for sure
check everybody
Nah,
to check that one person.
Nah.
Don't have the energy for the one person you know you can check, and then you don't have that energy for that nigga you know you better not even go walk around.
go to the-
Anybody
The
that
boss
you
goes
that
to
you're
the
gonna
boss.
hesitate checking.
Hey,
Like,
bro.
oh, he said it too.
The
well,
boss go to the
yeah, I'll
boss.
let him say it.
Rashad, who the fuck is LeBron afraid to check,
You
bro?
don't go to the people.
That ain't the head one. He worked for the head one. Tell him to go talk to the dude that let him say it.
He just got 100 million.
He let him say it.
That's the head one.
He let him say it.
Yeah, you've been a little quiet. Obviously, you announced your support for Stephen A. early on. What do you have to say to what Cemetery Larry's saying?
Cemetery Larry. The fuck?
Why does it matter? He named a whole bunch of number ones and number two picks. They should be criticized. Is the number 1 and 2 pick being criticized this year? Is the 1 through 54 being criticized? How about 56, 7, and 8 being criticized? That is the problem. That you have to go out of your way to criticize a 55th pick. What about the number 1? Just the lottery itself. No one said nothing. No one's criticized the lottery pick. We don't know how they're doing.
Hey, Reed
who's
Shepherd
in
been
the-
asked for
But we
months.
know everything
A lot of
about
pee.
Bronny James, and you will go out your way to bash someone who don't even belong in the league. Let's be honest, from pick 40 to the last pick, those guys really don't make it to the NBA. They don't. Right, so that group of people really don't
Respect
belong
him
in the
well?
NBA. They really have to go fight for themselves. If they get into an NBA game, whatever his stats is, they all look like that. So to go out your way, you're going out of your way to criticize him. Oh, nepotism. If the Lakers didn't pick that, they should have picked somebody else. Okay, who? How about the 3 people that's behind him? I guarantee you they're not playing very well in the NBA. I know they're not playing very well in the G League. Of course he is. He's averaging more points than the people in the first round. But obviously you're not going to talk about that.
Do you think they over criticize him or
That nigga Gil
he's
actually
getting a lot
cooked.
of
I'm not gonna
criticism?
lie.
Yeah,
LeBron said that
this
his
nigga's
son
like,
is better
oh
than half the
shit,
league.
these niggas spit.
No, the problem is, yeah, what you're saying is correct. Because you can't attack LeBron James, you decide to go for the low hanging fruit.
How?
No, but
Because
He set him up for that.
Who set
You
him
put
up?
a target on your kid back saying, listen, man, when my kid get here, you're going to see that he better than half of these guys playing around right
He
here.
never
right
said
now.
that.
He never said that, bro.
He said better than.
Tell the truth, bro.
He's talking about
What
that
you
one
mean?
tweet. LeBron was like,
Is
oh,
it-
Bronny's
Is your
better.
kid
Bro,
ass?
he shit.
No, but
So then don't say it. Say what your kid is.
talk gas him up.
But you know your kid ain't better than half of the guys.
I don't know that.
You do now? So now you don't want to hear about it.
No, if I'm LeBron, I've seen half the league.
But you know now that you saying that set him up for us to say, hey, man, we don't see it.
Low hanging fruit.
How?
It's called low hanging fruit.
You planted the tree.
Then
It's
LeBron
low hanging fruit. I mean, once you like we're acting like he got pick 17.
You're playing
He was the
victim.
55th
You're
pick.
playing victim for starting your own narrative.
Did LeVar Ball do it?
You started your own narrative.
LeVar Ball did it, right? He said he was better than Kobe, Jordan, all that shit.
50 is the 55th. Once he got picked,
Got on the
55th.
number 2 pick.
Don't
Like,
he
did
got
you-
a shoe?
Yeah, a family. Yeah.
He got a shoe?
Who? Melo Ball? Yeah.
No. Lil Bronny. Do Bronny got a shoe?
Why does that matter?
I
No.
don't
He
think
has a PE.
Do he have a shoe?
He has a PE.
He has a shoe.
A PE.
like a signature shoe.
Second round pick has a shoe and a guaranteed contract.
He got.
And what do you think second rounders get?
I ain't seen this.
There ain't no first or second pick that got a shoe or none of that. They ain't being promoted as a first, second round pick.
Nah.
Wemby
They ain't
got a
doing
shoe.
none of that.
Wemby got a signature.
What
like
shoe
We
Bronny
don't
got?
talk about them when they come when they do anything good on the top 5 pick.
Nigga, Austin
Right,
Reeves is
10 pick.
undrafted and has his own shoe, bro. What are niggas talking
Act
about?
like he can't get
went hard
off
for
of
Wemby.
like being on playing video games like all
Can I
them
ask
other.
you, just business wise?
Don't Wemby have a signature though? Right?
We are putting pressure on Bronny by talking about Bronny and Kenyon hates it when we do it because he's like, just allow the kid to play. Allow the kid to
Okay,
be
that's not what he
himself.
said.
That's what everybody's
We're
asking
putting
for.
pressure,
That's not
more
what Kenyon
pressure on
said, bro.
him than his dad already put on him.
But
And
why
now-
his dad can't say stuff? Like, why his dad can't talk about
Because he
his-
put him,
Why he
Bro,
can't bring up his...
you took him to
lift
the
up his
trenches and
son?
let him out the car and told him, go good luck.
I'm just saying.
I hear what you're saying. Like,
Why
just
you can't
being
uplift
able
your
to
son without
uplift
it
your,
being a
yeah,
problem?
uplift
Niggas
my
need to
son.
re-
That's what
Why
you-
I
Niggas need
can't
to
talk
study
good
their
about
Sean
my
McCants
son without
brain,
y'all attacking him after? Like, why
Who's,
is that?
who's talking good?
I'm his dad.
Yeah.
Right,
I'm,
right.
I
So my
wanna
son,
see
right,
my son
as his
succeed.
dad, what he's saying is, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, son, you the one, yes.
Yeah, like, why
Yeah,
can't
like
my
as
son
a,
believe that?
as a black
Yeah, why
black
can't
kid
make
in this.
my son believe he's better than half
He
the league?
plays with you. He gets to train with you every single day. He should be
that's-
showing us that he is your son.
But why can't
That's why he's getting criticized because he
He
got
get
everything
criticized.
he needed to be little LeBron, and we don't see the results of that, and so we can't criticize that.
The results. So a McDonald's All-American, SC, get drafted, and that's not showing.
Like
that's
averaging what, 22 in the G League right now. Obviously, the NBA number's not where it's supposed to be. Gills, you pointed out.
Oh man, y'all make this conversation so hard, not keeping it real.
Nigga, they give you stats. They give you accolades.
I agree. No, I get why they're criticizing him because of what
in
he said.
comparison to all of the other players, he has an expectation.
But as your child, you're going to.
So that's what I'm saying. The expectations. So he's not exceeding the expectations of a 55th pick compared to everyone in the draft.
No, he's not even exceeding the expectation of being picked.
But why I can't get my son confidence
How?
though? Without
He's
it being
playing
a
better than
problem?
everyone
Like,
in the second
No,
round.
he is now,
I
but
tell my son
the
he's better than
expectation of
better
him
than
being
everybody on
picked
that damn team.
55 was not there. Like
What
people,
was, but what was the expectation of being the 55th pick in the draft if it wasn't, his name wasn't LeBron James Jr.?
he wouldn't have got drafted
Why?
That's not his point.
because there was a lot of people in front of him.
But what are those people doing now in comparison to what he's doing?
I'm just saying, like what the comparisons
Nigga
and the
stutter.
criticisms coming
Literally,
from
bro.
is
You don't know what he's
is
saying.
the expectation that was set for him. Period. There is no
No,
other.
he's just
We're
talking out of
disappointed
his
by
ass.
the
Like,
expectation
he
that
doesn't
was
answer
set.
no
He's not
question, bro.
answering.
It's just
He
saying.
answered
Better
better
than
than
half
half.
the
He
guys
can't
in the
answer
league.
questions. It's like
Oh,
so
that's a
bad.
fact, bro. Hate, bro. Hate.
There you go.
Bro, he got
Bro,
these
I wish
niggas.
we got to
Dad
argue with
set
niggas
you
like
up,
this,
though,
bro.
to
I'll
be better
smoke
than
this
three.
nigga, bro.
Literally,
Oh my
bro.
God.
You gotta speak life
Instead of
into your
half.
kids.
Terrible
You gotta speak
arguer.
life into your kids, bro.
No,
The
of
niggas
course
just
you
want to
do.
That's what
hate.
I'm saying.
No, he
We're not
asked him,
saying
what was
that.
My son,
he
he
asked
better
him
than
what was the
everybody in this
expectation of
damn
putting him in
league
the thing? He
right now.
But
said
you
the
moved the
expectation
goalpost. You
was
talking
he's
about
LeBron's
breathing
son.
life into your
Nigga,
son,
you're
and
not
this is
answering
we
the
talking about
question.
Stephen
Exactly.
A.
Shit's so
He
old,
ain't doing
Tony,
what
bro.
he's
Swear
doing.
to
But you
God.
talking about it started off of him
What you
saying
talking
he's
about,
better than
Curry?
half the league.
This
So if
LeBron
I go
age
there, if
shit
he'll
is
go there and say,
old, bro.
I think you better than everybody in this league
Exactly.
right
It's
now, for sure.
2025, bro.
That's a
Put the gun
problem.
down.
He said it to the world. 35 million people seen that shit.
So again, it's low hanging fruit. You seen him get
Why
50
does
50.
Rashad hate
You
Bron
seen he
anyway?
only averaged 6. So it's called lazy journalism. Because he's playing
Did
the way
Bron
he's
like
playing like the
snatch his
55th
girl or
pick,
some shit?
it's
Like,
easy for
what
you to
happened?
target him. Why not target the number 1 pick like you do
All right, bro.
every year
Relax.
for the
You calm
last
dick ride.
fucking 50 years?
Nah, but
The
like,
number
why
2
does he
pick
hate him?
every year. Like it's like the lottery picks got a fucking grade. I know they're like, I'm glad Bronny James is here. You guys don't have to worry about me being a
How
bust.
can we? How can
You don't
Exactly.
even
I don't
think
know.
about it.
I don't know
How can we
why
criticize
Rashad hates
the
that
number
nigga.
1 and number 2 pick, right? When we don't ever talk about them. We don't
Because
highlight
they
their
suck,
teams. We
nigga.
don't see
What
what
do
their
you mean? They're
progression
not
is. We
good.
don't at all. In no capacity.
Why don't you bring him
So
up?
Nah,
how
Alex
can we
Sarr,
say
Alex
that?
Sarr.
Nah,
Like,
Brandon Jennings said,
we
why don't you
don't
bring
know
him
what
up?
they're doing.
You the media.
But Bronny plays for the
Brandon
Los
Jennings said, why
Angeles
don't you bring it up?
Lakers.
Nah, that was funny
He's
as
going
shit.
to be highlighted.
So
Y'all heard
the
Brandon
tweet you're
Jennings?
referencing from LeBron, he tweeted
And he
back
didn't
March
answer it
6,
either.
2023. He said,
Nah,
man,
Brandon
Bronny
Jennings said, so
definitely
why don't
better
you
than
bring it
some
up?
of these cats I've been watching on League Pass today. Shit, lightweight, hilarious, laugh emoji, laugh emoji, laugh emoji, laugh emoji.
Oh, something.
That's the tweet that niggas love bringing
So
up.
niggas hold on to that tweet as if
Literally.
because
But I'm
LeBron's
saying he
better.
never said he's better than half the league,
Before
though.
this year, no one knew nothing about second-round players' contracts.
We don't ever talk about them. We don't highlight their teams. We don't see what their progression is.
Listen to
We
Brandon
don't
Jennings.
At all. In no capacity.
Why don't you bring him up?
So how can we say that? Like, oh,
So why don't
we
you
don't
bring him
know
up?
what they're doing.
You the media.
But Bronny plays for the Los Angeles Lakers. He's going to be highlighted.
What?
So, Shad, the tweet you're referencing from LeBron, he tweeted back on March 6, 2023. He said, man, Bronny definitely better than some of these cats I've been watching
Some
on
of
League
these
Pass today.
cats I've been watching
Shit,
on League Pass.
lightweight, hilarious.
Exactly.
Laugh
He didn't even
emoji,
say
laugh
half the
emoji,
league.
laugh
That's
emoji,
what I'm
laugh
saying.
emoji.
He's just lying.
Something.
Niggas probably
So what's
watching
Stephen
Brett.
A talking about? So why did Stephen A just sit there and lie?
Get these
They lie, bro.
because
Better than
before
half the
this
league?
year, no one knew nothing
He
about
never said
second-round
that. That's
players'
so
contracts.
nasty.
Nobody, right? So when he signed it, they just assumed this was some luxurious shit, right? The first pick in the second round, guaranteed 3 years, $6 million. The 32nd pick in the second round, guaranteed $12 million. That's weird. 33, the 33rd pick,
Wait,
guaranteed
12 million?
$7.8 million. Then $9 million guaranteed. Then the next one, $8.5 million guaranteed. Then 7.9.
Did he say, why did Bronny get a guaranteed contract?
40.
Nah, he
Yeah,
was,
he's smoking them.
7.8.
He's smoking them right now.
7.8. And then 42, 43, 44 probably didn't come over. 44 got $5 million. 45th got 6.1. Then Los Angeles, 7.8. The standard is what Bronny got. That is the standard.
Two-way contracts.
Two-way contract.
49. No, those are guaranteed.
No, dumbass, not two-way
Guaranteed
contract. What do you mean?
contracts.
None of them are two-ways. It's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money.
Nigga said that's a lot of money.
But you got to be on the roster at a certain point. It's all. It's,
Okay.
like
This nigga got fucking.
so where's the rebuttal?
Yeah, smoke.
Why is he not saying
Is
that?
it quiet now? It's just
Oh,
quiet
my
now?
I believe they get 3 years guaranteed with a 2 years.
Niggas can't get loud and get wrong.
If he makes it on,
He just got quiet and said that's a lot of money.
Fourth is team option. That is the standard second round contract. And I guess now you get to negotiate your own deals. That's why the 35th pick got 6.1, but the second pick behind him got 12 million guaranteed. And then the 33rd pick got 7.8. So that means they already actually did their deals. They already signed, yeah. Well, motherfucker got 12 million.
Dad or no dad, you're gonna get criticized, bro. So
So
Get over it.
Yes.
But why did you bring up the guaranteed
when does
contract?
that
though?
criticism
What is
cross
this
the line?
Ain't no such thing as
I don't know.
cross the line.
Nigga said
I don't know,
dad or
and
no
that's
dad,
what
you're gonna
I'm-
get
that's-
criticized.
And that's my.
Yeah.
Nigga shifted the combo
And I'm
quick.
kinda in the
It's
middle.
fast.
Right, he just
I'm in the
shifted
middle
the entire
because it's like,
conversation.
I'm like, I was fried as
because
you
it's
in the
like now
debate,
that we're
dude.
reporters,
Nah,
right?
don't
Like
shift
he
the
just
combo.
said.
Talk about the
All right, so
games.
now players who played in the NBA, your kid is off limits of getting credit.
No, it's not about.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No, because if I'm a reporter, right?
you're going out
and
your
if
way.
I'm a young reporter and I see that, and I see Stephen A. Smith, LeBron James going
When's
at
the
it
last time a
over
55th pick has
LeBron
been
James'
talked
son
about
about
crazy?
basketball. Now, as a reporter, I'm
It
like,
wasn't
well,
about
damn,
Wait. It wasn't
that
about
player kid, that
basketball though.
player
Oh my
kid.
God, they gotta
So,
stop
like,
saying it was about.
Hold on.
They
because
gotta stop.
like now that we're reporters, right, and like he just said,
They gotta
all
stop
right,
acting
so
like
now
Stephen
that
A. said. Well, he was trashing the court and Braun went
players who
off.
played in the NBA,
Stop
your
acting
kid
like
is
that.
off limits of getting credit.
No, it's not about.
Yeah.
So listen to what he
It's
says.
not
It's
about.
not true.
No, because if I'm a reporter, right,
you're going out your
if
way.
I'm a young reporter and I see that, and I see Stephen A. Smith, LeBron James going at it over, LeBron James' son about basketball.
It wasn't
No,
about
it's not about
basketball.
Now, as a
basketball.
reporter, I'm like, well, damn, like, okay,
where he
well,
just
can't say
lied.
nothing about that player kid, that player kid, that player
This
kid.
is where they
because
lost
I
the
might get
plot
ran
of the
up on.
argument.
And
It
as-
wasn't
and as a
about
journalist,
basketball.
You're not about
If
like.
they're the
like
one or two.
You know what it is?
Right, I'm just asking. I'm just like,
wasn't
so
about
what does that do?
basketball.
16.
We hear when you talk bad about him. When he does good, you don't say nothing.
He hasn't done anything good in the NBA
you're
yet.
Targeting him directly.
He's not.
So he never
you're not
said anything
reporting
good about him, though?
Reporting the G League.
No,
He's
no,
not
no, Stephen,
reporting the G League. He's reporting the NBA performances. He hasn't had a worthy NBA performance to talk about.
No, has he said anything good about Bronny?
When he did bad,
He was positive in those first take comments.
when he played bad in the G League the first game. Everybody ran with it.
Ran with it.
What game?
That first
The
game.
first one.
Okay.
I'm
But
the
that's
Summer
the
League.
problem.
Remember that.
If you're going to be a journalist, be a journalist.
Yeah, but
Right?
Okay.
Right? And we, as journalists, when have we ever attacked a rookie player? We still haven't even attacked last year's player for flopping, if any of them flopped.
Wait, a rookie player?
Last year's five. What's the top 10? Do we know any of them?
Are you?
Besides Wemby.
No, but let's like,
Of course.
yeah, but let's go into the
We're
years,
talking
though,
about
like,
40, $50 million people. And we don't have nothing to say bad about them.
Literally.
Because as hoopers, you give them the opportunity. You know damn well.
He'll be smart
those
sometimes, I'm not
first
gonna lie.
couple games, Bronny
Yeah,
gets
yeah,
in
yeah.
1 minute.
Sometimes
3
he
minutes,
could.
5
Sometimes that
minutes.
nigga's a
Playing
bozo.
well.
Sometimes that nigga be cooking.
Number one picks don't even play well with that kind of time.
So nobody does. I mean, nobody does.
Yeah, it's
The
hard.
targeted,
Nobody.
you go out your way.
You're
to do it.
comparing that.
Nigga Rashad is
to-
pressed.
you're
Bruh said,
comparing
who was the
a
top 10 last
regular
year draft outside of
person
Wemby?
in the
Nobody
situation
said
of being a 50
Got dead quiet, bro.
to a
Dead
guy
quiet.
who's the son of a billionaire who has
Oh
his
my
own
God.
brand
Here
What
we
this
go,
nigga
bro.
talking about, bro?
millions of kids
Here
following.
we go, bro.
There's
This
not
nigga
a
was
comparison for that.
Son of a
You
billionaire?
can't say, oh, we gonna compare this to another 55th second round pick. It's not even close.
You
What?
The same minutes.
It don't matter. My expectation is way higher.
Why?
Because of who I am. Period.
My
Not
expectations
true,
are
bro.
Period.
Yeah,
I
nah,
got
Kush. That's a
picked
fact.
55th.
Don't
Why am my
matter
expectation
where-
high of a
where's
50th
the
pick
We
at
know
all?
where you.
They won't
we know
expect
you
you
ain't
to-
saying that
Didn't
because-
Michael Jordan sons play
we know
hoop in
you
like
keep
college
saying
and
that
shit?
because the 55th slot was the Lakers.
So
Do you
I
know
still-
if the
so
Lakers
the
had
55th
another
pick-
slot
Exactly, that's
that
what I'm
wasn't
saying. MJ
55,
Sons,
They had 17.
they would have tried to get that
Didn't one of
slot.
them just
They
get
had
arrested,
17.
They
bro?
drafted
Why
Dalton
don't talk
They,
about that?
Dalton fell to that slot.
And
They
they drafted
fell to that
He
slot.
was
He's the
still
best
drafted.
available. But imagine, if we don't got a 55th pick and this is the only pick we got at 17, and it's the
Then they
only
weren't gonna
chance
draft
we can
Bronny,
get
dude.
We're gonna try
What draft?
everything in our power.
Is he
to
saying they
get
would
the
have drafted?
17th pick.
That is not reality, though.
So he's-
Right. That's a hypothetical,
That's not
dude.
reality.
Why are you pretending?
Bro, this
to
nigga
say
that's
here.
not
Bro gave
reality.
a hypothetical of something that
Listen,
wasn't
Wait,
gonna
nah,
happen, bro.
rewind this. Rewind this. That's
Are you
hilarious.
No,
gonna
you
tell
go
He said
ahead.
that's
me
not reality,
that
though.
LeBron
That's
James
fucking comedy.
and the
No,
Lakers
that's hilarious.
wouldn't have signed him as a free agent?
Because of who I am. Period.
My expectations.
Period.
Kush
I got
said, take that
picked
fucking mask
55th.
off.
Don't matter
Where's
where
my
you.
where's the
We know where you. We know you.
Yo,
keep
God,
saying
dude, I
that
can't take
because-
niggas seriously,
We
bro.
know you keep saying that because the 55th slot was
Like
the
you
Lakers.
40 years old wearing a
Do
mask.
you know if
Like,
the
you
Lakers
sure?
had another slot that wasn't 55?
Making black folks look
They
bad,
would
dude.
have tried to get that slot.
They had 17.
They drafted Dalton Connect.
Dalton fell to that slot.
Okay.
He fell to that slot. He was the best available. But imagine, if we don't got a 55th pick and this is the only pick we got at 17 and it's the only chance we can get Bronny, we're gonna try everything in our power to get this 17th pick.
No, they're not.
Lying. He just lied.
Reality is like, why are you pretending to sound like one of them? Let's say Bronny don't get picked. Are you gonna tell us that LeBron James and the Lakers wouldn't have signed him as a free agent, and whoever they picked with the 55th pick wouldn't have got cut? Are we gonna pretend that wasn't gonna be the case? No matter where he went, he was gonna be on the Lakers. You know why? Because he's the money bag himself.
Because he the what?
The money bag.
So it got nothing to do with basketball. And now you don't want to get criticized. Now, he just told us he's the money bag. People who want to watch basketball didn't sign up to see a money bag. We want to see who.
Yeah, Gil,
so
I'm
when
not
he
gonna
just
lie.
exposed as him being the money bag,
Nigga, you
that
just gave
is
this
what's
nigga.
wrong with the encounter. When you see, everyone sees and no one's saying anything. This is the money bag. We can see. This is the thing that brings the attraction. But don't act like it's not. We don't see. We got eyes. We can see what's going on. So why can't we criticize
So
him?
the 54th pick, are you watching basketball for him?
Don't matter.
They do.
He don't play for the Lakers. He don't play for the Lakers.
Who is the 54th pick?
Nobody knows.
Whoever plays for the Lakers, you gonna know. You gonna
I
know.
can't tell you who the 7th or the 8th pick is.
That old
You don't know who the eighth pick is.
from the old dude from the G League, they popped up number 20. It was shooting them threes. They gave
Andre.
that chance to. If he would have went on any other team in the world, we'd never heard another word about dude.
Andre Ingram, you're talking.
Andre Ingram, play for the Lakers, bro. You play for the Lakers. It's the Lake Show. That's the advantage and the expectation, bro. Come on, that's like Jeremy Lin in New York, bro.
That's the money bag.
I'm about to say that's a money bag for sure.
Yeah.
You're going to get criticized though. Jeremy Lin in
So
New York.
dumb, bro.
No, they about to
He didn't criticize.
He was about to get cut. Nobody was.
He was actually a fan favorite.
Yeah,
Nobody
they about to trade
You're
Melo for
going
him.
to though.
But you didn't.
You're going,
Yeah, that's
But
what
they
I'm saying.
didn't.
I know.
He rose to the occasion.
I mean,
So he could not be. He could not be criticized.
I mean, he had a couple of games.
He balled out.
Bronny's per 36 with the time he's getting. 12 points, 4 assists, 4 rebounds.
Yo, Gil, you
And that's
gotta
in the
chill.
NBA.
Gil, you gotta chill. You gotta chill.
Shot, would you say he's under-delivering with his G League still?
If he had 36 minutes, his per 36, if he was
Alright,
an
Gil,
NBA, if they
you're
played him
losing.
36 minutes, he would be averaging 12, 4, and 4.
Nigga, you scored 36.
He'd be top 5 for rookie of the year.
What would dog connection numbers be?
The 23, 4 years.
Nigga brought him Dog Connect. Oh my god.
They got drafted to teams that's trying to win championships. They're not gonna play like that.
Not gonna play.
You just bring
They're not
something up.
gonna
Did
play.
you just
You
move the
get draft-
goalpost?
No, but it's true.
If Dalton Connect played,
like
he would be averaging 16, 5, and 4.
You act like first round picks.
And that's the 17th pick versus
So
55th.
wait, hold on. So he's averaging 16.
If he played,
Per-
if Dalton Connect played 36 minutes, he would average 16, 5, and 4.
What does Dalton
Bronny would
average
average
right now?
12, 4.
I think 9 and
At the age of
let me pull it up 9 and.
I mean, his,
That means what?
that's fucking
I
good.
don't know. You know pretty 36, so what does that sound like? As a rookie?
Like he should be playing for the Lakers.
Connect averaging 9 points, 3 rebounds in 59 games this season, playing 20 minutes
It
per
gotta
game.
be minutes for people though.
Right? What? No, he should be playing, right? Based on the stats. He should be,
No.
Ronnie should be playing for the Lakers.
No, man,
Based on
there
per
ain't no
36
minutes for
in the
him.
stats.
There's no
And-
minutes.
and
Where
give
we
it-
gonna play him at?
Why you don't got no minutes?
Over Luka? Where we playing him?
Over
Like you know
Lemon
how
Daddy?
it is.
Gabe Vincent?
Shamar Moore?
No?
The Lakers and the Lakers.
Drafted to a
What is
playoff
Dog,
team.
Kobe Bryant came off the bench, man. He was the future. Come on, we know what this looks
I've
like.
been there. I know.
Like,
You got
why we-
got a
Come on,
5
let's
minutes
not do
for you.
this.
It's
Gabe
sporadic.
Vincent averaging 6 points.
It's sporadic.
No, I'm just saying, if Kobe came off the bench and he was the future, they knew who he was. They convinced Shaq he's coming, and
Kobe
he came off
wasn't
the
a
bench.
second round. He wasn't a second
Of
round.
course not.
Pick. What are you talking
But
about?
nobody expected
He
him.
was a number 1 player out of high school,
It
bro.
was a second round
Exactly.
pick. It was a second round pick
Exactly.
that year he got drafted though.
Nobody bashed him.
Who was that guy?
Yes, they did bash him.
Who got drafted second round for the Lakers that year? Kobe made it. Who was first round?
Nobody.
I'll make this
we don't-
conversation.
I'm just
I think
saying.
it sounds slow.
No, it's not
Here,
difficult.
man.
I mean, the Lakers in championship
Yeah, it's hard.
tension right now.
Yeah.
So Lakers took Derek Fisher with the 24th pick in that draft.
All right, so we can do this.
That was-
We know
that
who
was on
Kobe Bryant is, right?
What we doing right now?
First game, 0 for 1.
Oh, we
Second
doing
game,
this?
0 for 1.
Why are you using Kobe though?
Because he's a great.
Because you bashing my guy.
No, he's a
You
great.
pulling up all my Kobe stats. Talk about 0 for 1, 0 for 2. Like, why do you use Anthony Hardaway, bro? Use your favorite player.
Okay, then Kobe.
Use Anthony.
Let Gil read this stat.
Dang, that's weird.
Nigga don't want to
That's
We act
weird.
like LeBron.
Okay,
LeBron
we
and
know
Kobe
who
playing,
Kobe.
though.
We know what Kobe was ranked number 1.
Niggas brought up Kobe and don't
Rank
want
number
to
1.
get quiet now.
They got Shaq using his name.
I don't
They
know why
traded
Gil's
for
bringing
him. He
Kobe,
was the
though.
future.
Shouldn't be bringing him up,
As
but
a
it's just
rookie,
interesting.
you're this great.
He only averaged 7 points.
First game, 0 for 1, 6 minutes. 0 for 1 again. 2 for 3. He played 17 minutes. 3 for 8. 0 for 3. 1 for 2. 1 for 4. Like, that's what a rookie looks like. So if this is what the great look like as a rookie, why would you bash and put so much effort in bashing what the 55th pick looks
He's
like?
still right,
with
bro.
these
He's
same
still
numbers?
right, bro.
Give the people a chance to adapt.
Like, do y'all remember how
these
mad
are
we were
18, 19, 20-year-olds coming
that
into
Bronny even played in the first quarter?
man.
We were heated.
Legends.
Like, JJ,
This
why are
nigga
you
ain't
doing that?
playing against another nigga in high school. He's going up against Maxey. What the fuck is that supposed to look like?
Go to college.
I gotta go up
Go to
against.
college and figure
Nigga
it
said
out.
go to
man.
college, bro.
Go to college.
Nigga,
and
he
play
was
against
in
Going to
college.
college gonna help this nigga
Hey,
guard
Coach,
Tyrese
take
Maxey
the
in the
mask
NBA?
off,
Yeah,
bro.
man, I played.
College ain't for everybody, though.
Yeah, man. Make the decisions, man, and stop complaining. And playing fucking
not
victim,
complaining.
man. I don't want to hear all this shit, man. This shit is weak. This shit is weak, man.
Hey, what's that kid
talking
he's
about?
doing his thing in the G League.
What are we talking about?
Yeah, what are we talking about?
Do you think he'll be playing better at SC than he's playing now?
He's gonna be fine. He's good. Just give him time. Like you said, give him time.
I mean, he's averaging what, 20-something in the G
22 in
League?
the G League.
Give him time.
Yeah, he's,
I don't think
This
he's
nigga's
averaging
a
22.
troll,
I don't even think
bro.
no, he's
averaging-
trolling.
He's not averaging 22 at SC.
No second round average
It's too
24
hard.
in the G League. None of them.
Too many zones, traps.
So we asked the chat, Gil, you have any more points you want
not
to make before
enough
we move on?
shots.
I was just looking at, because he
Yeah.
was a
And
three-time.
is that
he was
good this
three-time or
year?
two-time?
Two-time National Player of the Year.
Two-time National Player of the Year, and just like a rookie, he's getting his head bashed in when he play against these greats. These are people who grew up with it. It takes time.
Everybody.
It takes time.
So we asked the chat, whose side are you on between Stephen A. and LeBron? 64% said LeBron. But let's keep it moving. Shout out to
Wait, only 64?
64%
That's
LeBron?
nasty. 64 is nasty.
So the other 36 is on. That's
I'm
crazy.
sorry. I just think the plot just gets lost because like
Nah, dude, they should be
because like no, Brandon Jennings did it, bro. Like he's like strictly about basketball. Am I not allowed to criticize Bronny's game? That's not what LeBron went off about. And niggas are losing that plot when they start rambling about that shit. Like no,
Y'all want to watch Nick Wright or Low?
it's up to you. And it's actually funny Brandon Jennings said it because he was doing earlier in that same video that said you criticized me as a father. Like my nigga, did you
He
forget
trying to do
that?
that. He trying to do that fake
Bro,
uncle too.
you know what these food places start doing?
That's what I'm saying. This nigga got CTE.
24 hours and shit.
No,
bro.
because he's trying to be on like he's trying to switch sides.